What's good, YouTube? We're gonna be going over my at-home barber setup today. Let's get straight into it. First off, we're going over the light setup. I got the Photograph 3 light setup from Show Woven. However you pronounce it, is how you spell it. Show Maven. I'm sorry, Show Maven. I got the 3 soft light box setup with the overhead light. Then I got the 2 big lights. And then I have a Show Maven ring light. I think it's an 18-inch ring light. Then I have my Show Maven 6 by 10 foot backdrop stand, and I got the white backdrop on it. And then we got my barber chair right here. It's not name brand. I just got it off of little Temu barber chair. It reclines all the way back. Got the adjustable headrest. To get the job done, I can pump it all the way up, and it goes back down. Then I got my little cape. I'm not sure what it says on it, but I like the design. And then we got my full tool chest. I didn't go for the standard big tool chest everybody go with. I just wanted something a little small, not too big, take up too much space. It's pretty adequate for what I need it for. I don't have a bunch of tools. I don't have a bunch of unnecessary tools. So everything that I got fits right on my stand. And if I get any new tools, I usually get rid of something and swap it out to keep my setup small and not take up too much space. But yeah, we get straight into this. Before we get into the tools, I go over everything else. I got all of my essentials over here. I got a wave brush. Got my wave brush. Got a few of these off of Temu, just regular brushes for when you fading. Got some combs. Got a small taper comb. I got a bigger comb with some measurements on it, and I usually do this for my lineups. Use this for my lineups, so I'm getting accurate and symmetrical lineups. And then I got my fade comb, TPOB fade comb. And I also have another little comb that I use. What else? I have my hair clips. They're the kind with teeth. These work a little bit better for me than like the regular kind without the teeth. So I use those. I have some generic hair strips or whatever you call these things, hair holders or whatever. What else? Have a whisk brush whenever I'm using razor and I'm getting off the access shave stuff, you know, stuff that comes on skin, like the residue. Use that. I have a couple enhancement cards that I use. I have the clutch card, use these pretty often, but I also use this one. I use this one a lot because it's a lot thinner, like if you look at them, versus the clutch card, it's a lot thinner. I'm able to lay it on the skin and basically maneuver it to the skin or to the head, so it lay a lot flatter versus the clutch card. I have some Tune 45. It's not Tune 45 in here. This is my own mixture. I use Beijing with the alcohol mixture. I make my own. So that's what I use. I just use this bottle to mix it and pour it. I also have a little bit of color up in here that I use with the little tiny comb for like beards. I'll just dip it in there and put it on the beards. So I use that for it. Then I also have a little technique I use. This is eyebrow mapping string. It's like floss, basically. It's like floss, but it's lined and saturated in white ink. And a lot of eyebrow doers that use this to get accurate eyebrows. But I use this online as if I have a hard time, or I'm having a hard time with somebody that has like a pushback corners or receding corners or anything like that I'm having trouble with, and I want to not have to do guesswork. I usually use this, just pull the string out and lay it on the head, and it gives me a pretty accurate straight line. I have some Falcon razors. I just got these with my new Falcon blade that I use. It's like 100 of these, but I haven't used them, so it's about halfway now. I have a bunch of hair ties and rubber bands right there. I have a feathering razor. I have some generic shears. Honestly, I don't really use them too much because I really only work on African American hair for the majority. So I just got some little run-of-the-mill shears, cheap shears. I'm gonna upgrade these soon. I actually been looking at some quality shears. I want to give me some nice shears and start doing some shear work. What else? I have a bunch of little razor holders back here. The Elegance, I had this for a while. This is an Elegance straight razor. I think this is level 3 now. I think they're called level 3 now. I had this for a long time. If you know, you know. That's that one. I have this one, like a Turkish style, but it's made out of plastic. I have this one, and I also have it in white. I don't really use them anymore. And then over here, I got some enhancement pencils. I have, what brand is this? The Black Ice one, tan. I like this one a lot. But I also have this one, the Cut Buddy. I use the Cut Buddy ones. And I like this one because it's not white, but it's brighter than the Black Ice brand. So it kind of gives off like a mixture of the tan and the white. If I have any like lighter clients or white skin clients, this works good on them without giving a yellow color that this would give on the white skin. So this is what I use for those lighter skin customers. But I also have a white one too, if I ever want to use it. I don't use it much, so, well, I use it up, but I don't really use it too often no more. So it just sits there. I also have some of this. It's like a beard pen. You like filling beards with it. I don't really use it too often anymore, but got it just in case. What else do I have? I have some applicator brushes. This is what I use for beard sometimes as well, for enhancements. What else? All my shave cream. Regular Gillette foam shave cream for my hot towel. I have my blade disposable canister. I have my Barber side jar right here. I have my fibers, a little fiber sprayer with my fibers in it. I have a mixture of black and brown. I mixed both colors up to get like a more natural looking fiber. I mix both of those colors up. That's that. I have my little Timu hot towel warmer. It actually works very, very good. It just doesn't last long. Like the water runs out pretty fast. You get about 2 uses before you gotta fill it back up, if that. So that's that. It's fine for right now. It fits my setup. I'm not complaining. I don't have too many clients coming in at once. I'm usually getting one client at a time, so that works for me. And then on the side over here, I have my knockoff Dyson blow dryer. And it works pretty good, pretty powerful. pretty good. Got all the different settings on there. That works pretty good. Got some corded clippers over here. Then we'll go over those once we go over all the clippers and things like that. Then inside my first drawer, or the only drawer, I have my Ion hot beard comb. This is what I use for my beards, straighten them out. Have my headlamp. I use this if I'm having a hard time seeing, which I usually don't. I usually use this for my mobile cuts. That's what I usually use this for, but I have it just in case. And then have a battery, extra battery for my enhancement air compressor. What else? My cleaning brush, my Falcon razor, straight razor, Turkish style. I like this a lot. It's very heavy. It glides across the skin. I love it. Plus the razors, they really good quality. I like these. My TPOB single foil shaver. That's what I use. Works pretty good. Then I have some of my guards right here. Also have some TPOBs over here and some Andes double magnetics over here for my corded osters. I use some magnetic TPOBs, and I have the Babyliss 245 guards. These and my TPOBs are my main guards I use. I don't really use my Andes like that, but they up there in case I do. Inside of here, I just have a bunch of extra stuff. All of my tools that I use to adjust my clippers and clean clippers out, and all my blade guards. When I go do mobile cuts, I throw my blade guards that came with the clippers onto them so they don't get messed up. I have my sanded stone that I use for modifying my blades, sharpening them. And I also have the 1 minute blade modifier. This is the old one. I still got the OG one. I don't use it anymore. I usually just sharpen on my stone, but it's pretty good. Have a couple of these as well for adjusting. And then I have a bunch of extra blades that's not getting used right now, but they just back up in case. I have the Stylecraft X Pro wide blade. My Saber up there has the precision blade that came on it, but I bought this because I like the small one, so I wanted to see what the full size do, but I haven't used it yet. I will soon. Probably do a review on that. Got a bunch of extra TPOB Psycho blades. Got the Unicorn, the regular black graphene Psycho blade. What is this? I have the crazy the Graphite 2.0 that came on my compact. It's empty. And those are those blades. I have my Murano, what is this blade called? I forgot what this blade is called. It's stuck up in there. But this is the Murano and the TPOB blade. I don't use it too often. It's pretty sharp, so I don't use it too often, but got it. I think it's a hodgepodge of stuff in here. Yeah. This is the 245 station blade. Took that off. I have the metal Echo blade up in here. I have the original 245 cutting blade in here. Those are not getting used at the moment, but I got them in here. So whenever I do want to switch back or put them on a different blade clipper, got them in there. My Echo TPOB Echo box. I have, I'm on my ashy hands, my bad. I have my chunk blade that originally came on my TPOB Mini right there, the Valentine's Day edition. So I got it in here because I got the Faber, the Echo fade blade on there. I just put on there today. So that's not getting used right now, but I got it. But then we get to products that I use. I skipped over these, but I use the off the record dry shampoo whenever I'm not using my hot towel machine, like I do mobile cuts, or when I just don't feel like using it. Either this brand, I like this because it doesn't leave the white residue, or if I want to get the white residue, I use the Not Your Mother's. This is really good as well, but it does leave that white residue, but it usually comes off once I apply alcohol after dry shampoo, so no big deal. But those are two brands I use for dry shampoo. For hold spray, I use the Extra Hold Tresemme. This is the only kind I recommend, or the Got to Be Glue, but this is better. I like this a lot more. Keep some Andes Cool Care. I usually only use the Andes Cool Care unless I can't find it somewhere. Then I got a spray bottle with some water in it, just some regular plain water in case I'm ever doing some scissor work, or I got some hair that needs to lay down, like some coarse hair that's not laying down. I usually spray it with this, or hit it with some foam, shaping foam. Oh, I forgot this too. I got my sponge, little run-of-the-mill sponge over here too. And then my duster, just a generic duster. And I dropped this over here, but a little spray bottle. I like these spray bottles. I got these off of Temu. The mister on these sprays like a perfume or an air freshener. It gives like that real fine mist versus like squirting out like that water bottle does. It give a real fine mist. So that's what I use for my alcohol. Then we go down here under my drawers. I use these cotton pads. This is what I use instead of like cotton swabs or a neck strip. I use these. These are really, really, really good. They hold a lot of alcohol. You don't have to re-alcohol your swab too often. So I use these. Just a bunch of extra guards, more guards. TPOBs, the rest of my 245s and Andes right there. My diffuser for my blow dryer, do-rag, my neck strip holder, some run-of-the-mill, just regular gloves, clear gloves down there. I use any gloves, bro. I don't be trying to do too much name brand stuff. I just get any glove I can, cause it'd be hard to find in my city name brand gloves. So, and I don't like ordering them because I run out fast. So I use those. And then on the bottom shelf, have a fresh bottle of Cool Care, alcohol. I have some wrap foam. This is what I use. This works pretty good. This is the Beijing that I use. Semi-permanent hair color, dark brown. I've got a bunch of bottles of Got to Be Glue, fresh bottle of Tresemme. I got some more hold sprays back there. I got a B-level hair spray back there. Have a mirror, hand sanitizer, bleach disinfectant wipes. I got some more Barber side back there. Got some kid capes. Some more brushes back there, extra brushes. My hair fibers, black and brown. Got extra of the black kind of brushes. Whole box of blades. If you see those blades, extra colored pencils. Just like to have extra of everything, so I'm not running out so fast. I have a mixing, foldable mixing bowl for when I'm doing enhancements. Now, while I'm making my enhancements, I use this. That's pretty much all that's down there. And yeah, now on to my tools. Starting off with my raw magic clip. Why I had it so long, the magic clip came off of it. But yeah, I got my TPOB chunk blade on here. This doesn't get a lot of use. If I do, I use it for detailing, but other than that, I don't give it too much use. It usually just sits here, but I got it just in case. Then onto my TPOB X Deluxe trimmer. Um, I got the blue FX on there, and it's modified. If you can see it, there you go. That's also set to perfection. I had the TPOB X candy, unicorn candy, but this is definitely an upgrade from that with the rubber on there. It feels really good in the hand. The on-off switch is pretty good, but yeah, this is a certified hitter also. Then on to my Tune 45 Babyliss trimmer. This is my baby. This blade on here is awesome. It's an all-around blade, but it's also a hitter. Like, I can use this on kids, softer skinned adults, older people, and it does everything I need to do without irritation, and also get that white crack line when you got that good skin prep. It's definitely a hitter. See that? Set perfect on there too. Then onto my my Babyliss Tune 45 clipper. I got the TPOB Echo blade on here with the Stylecraft Echo Fade cutter blade on here. Haven't used it yet in this configuration, but I'm excited to see what it do. I did run it on myself, and it's chopping just like the ceramic blade, so I'm excited to see what it do on clients. I did have to modify it. The cam follower right here, I had to modify it because it didn't fit the cutting blade that came on here. I had to modify it and cut down those tabs on the corner to make it fit the blade. But other than that, it's running fine. I will say it's a little louder than usual, but I'm not complaining. It's whatever. I wanted it on here, so I made it work. But that's that. I also have my cordless clippers over here. It's my Oster Fast Feed with the ceramic blade. This doesn't get used too often. Then I have my Andes GTX modified with a modified blade on it. The ProMate blade on there. Don't use this as much either, but I have them just in case. And then we got my TPOB mini play. I'm in love with this thing, man. The lever on here, best in the industry, for sure. But I just put the SC Echo taper blade on it with the original Echo ceramic cutting blade. I got that thing set right, so I'm excited to see how that works. And then I got my Babyliss Low Pro Compact with the Gold FX on there, modified. There you go, you can see it right there. Modified, set real good. These is hitters. These hidden. Used these earlier today, and they slicing for sure. So got them. And then I got my Stylecraft Sabers with the precision blade on there. And this is my all-around blade. This is what I use for my ball lines. People with smaller vertical bars. Children, because it's super, super gentle, but also give a crispy line. Don't irritate the skin. This is my must-have. Anytime I cut, I'm using this for sure. And that's all my tools. And I almost forgot to mention my enhancement compressor. The brand is No Name. The gun itself, bro, super high quality, super high tolerance. Everything is nice, tight, solid. I love the rechargeable batteries on it. Literally, I have no complaints. Comes with 2 batteries. The way it sprays is super good. Got a lot of adjustment on here, and it's just immaculate. I done tried most of the air compressors in the industry, and by far this is one of the best, if not the best, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's the best. But yep.